Unusual discoveries made in abandoned houses. Sea of coins. This might have been the closest that anyone has come to actually swimming in coins like Scrooge McDuck. Back in 2007, Jeff B. Delman had knocked down a wall in an abandoned home and almost got showered with old coins. B. Delman had entered a home that had been abandoned for nearly 2 decades at the behest of the family that had owned the home. There had long been rumors that the members of the former family had hidden all the money in the walls of the house, but no one was too sure of the integrity of those rumors. It might have been one of the few times where a rumor was truly worth something, since B. Delman had discovered approximately $100,000 to $200,000 worth of old coins that reportedly date from 1826 to 1964. The haul even included Liberty dimes and large 1-cent coins. Wall of Snakes. In 2009, Ben and Amber Sessions came across a $180,000 house in the American countryside that they thought was a definite steal. The 5-bedroom house had been sitting on a pastoral acreage in Rexburg, Idaho, but they soon realized that their dream home was actually infested with hundreds of garter snakes. In fact, the ground all around the home appeared to move at times as it was full of snakes. At first, they found just one snake in the yard and thought it was normal. When Ben uncovered a panel of siding, he was stunned by the number of snakes that came out. That is how they discovered that their dream home was actually in the middle of Snake City. Neil and Denise Ard were the previous owners of the house, and they had even invited a local news station to film the hundreds of snakes that they had collected. But they later abandoned this home. The Sessions then moved out just 3 months after moving in and left their house in December 2009 after filing for bankruptcy. A ring with Charlotte Bronte's hair. While cleaning out her father-in-law's attic after he had passed, a woman had discovered an old mysterious box that contained a ring. It was engraved with the renowned Victorian author Charlotte Bronte's name as well as the date of demise and an intricately braided piece of her hair. Jewelry appraiser Jeffrey Munn has said that he has no reason to doubt the ring's authenticity, considering there was a kind of terror of not being able to remember the face and the character of the people who had passed. So this is also a part of a tradition of making a true souvenir, an absolutely incorruptible fragment of the person, and it wasn't uncommon. Without Bronte's classic touch, the ring would have simply cost approximately £25. However, Munn had put it up for almost $26,000. Rolled up cash. Urban explorers often are definitely not expecting to find things apart from an adventure as well as a view of an old building. Still, an urban explorer who reportedly goes by Freaktography got more than he had bargained for when he entered an abandoned home. As he explored and photographed this home, he had discovered rolled up cash that totaled an impressive $6,800. However, he didn't pocket any of it. Inside, he decided to track down the family of the last owner of this home and bring it back to them. You're probably not going to find a huge bunch of money hidden in the walls of your own home, but you could try. A classic painting. How do you simply stumble upon $2.5 million? Ask the family in France who did exactly that when they had discovered this abandoned apartment of a 91-year-old woman in the family who had passed away. The woman had abandoned this apartment before World War II, and it was almost like the family had opened a time capsule when they had entered the apartment. But the most surprising thing they discovered turned out to be an original painting by the infamous Giovanni Boldini, an incredibly famed Italian portrait painter of the one-time resident of this apartment, Mark de Florian, which included a handwritten note from Boldini. De Florian was said to be a courtesan during the latter part of the 19th century and even reportedly had a brief romance with Boldini. De Florian's granddaughter had inherited the apartment and painting but was forced to flee to the south of France as the Germans invaded France and never returned. but the rent was paid on time until DeFlorian's granddaughter passed away in 2010. That's when the family had asked experts to come in and inventory the possessions, where the painting eventually fetched an impressive $2.5 million at auction. A tiger. We'll certainly consider this a unique treasure because an experience like this is truly a unique treasure if you can try and find the humor in it. A while back, police in the Houston area had received a phone call from a rather concerned resident who reportedly came face to face with a tiger. The only thing was that the person who made the phone call wasn't exactly calling from their home. They had allegedly entered an abandoned home to smoke and suddenly stumbled upon a tiger. The tiger had been left caged in the home's garage, and police later facilitated moving it to an animal sanctuary.